Hello.
Hello.
What are you doing out here?
Oh, hi, I'm here for the podcast.
Oh, silly me, of course you are. What am I going on about? Of course you're here for the podcast. Well, why didn't you say that? How was your journey?
Oh, it's been good. It's just really hot today.
Oh, well, where are my manners? I'm Jake.
Nice to meet you.
Lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you too.
All right, come in. Where are my manners? Come on in. Come in.
Hello.
Come take a seat. This is my bird box.
It's really nice. I like it, Jake.
Oh, thank you. That's kind of you to say. Now, I heard you rapping in the other room. Is that right?
Yeah, well, sometimes I do freestyle rap, as a pastime.
That's so fun. Could you teach me how to rap?
Yeah, I suppose I could. So
Right.
just think of what's the first thing that comes to your mind, Jake?
Bird.
Bird.
Yeah.
And what rhymes with bird?
Heard.
Okay, right, yeah.
Right.
So then you just roll with that.
Yeah.
And you just
Now
rhyme it
everybody
and keep
said,
going.
the bird is the word. The bird. But
What
no,
is
that's
it?
not
Right,
rapping.
no,
That's
Jake,
not
that's
rapping.
not rapping.
Okay,
That's
okay. What
singing,
is?
isn't
Right, how would you go about that?
So, like...
If I give you some words. Bird,
Okay.
heard, word. Don't want to say turd.
No, I think this is more like that song, Jake, isn't it?
Right, okay.
So you don't want to do it. It's more like spoken word. And,
Okay.
you know, it's just a bit of fun, really, isn't it? Don't you
Right,
think?
so you're in my bird box.
And
There isn't
every word rots.
Ah, that's good. That's good.
know?
I like that.
Yeah.
Right, so you're a musician, but you don't normally rap, do you? What
No,
kind of
no.
music do you do?
I do a lot of rock music, Jake.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love rock music.
Do you?
I'm quite into punk.
Really, I can see that with your whole attire and your whole vibe. That
This is
fits
kind
really
of the tone that I'm learning and that I'm going for.
Yeah.
So your name's Chloe, right?
Yeah.
Is that your professional name?
For now, yeah, but
Nice.
I might change it in the future.
Very cool. And I love your style too. So if I take inspiration from punk rock, what would you say is your inspiration for your attire?
Probably like country rock star kind of vibe.
Yeah, I can see that from your really cool jeans.
Thank you. Yeah, you like them, don't you?
Oh, and speaking of your jeans, like your biological jeans, your dad is so excited to have you on the podcast finally.
Don't even get me started, Jake. He's wanted me on this podcast for so long now.
Love it. Well, it's been 3 years. Did you know that?
I did actually. Yeah, I think that's why I'm here.
Yeah. So this is what I was supposed to tell you. So this is the special anniversary, and that's why you're our special guest today.
Wow, that's so cool, Jake.
Yeah. So do you have any worries or concerns before you go and do the big podcast chat?
Not really. I'm feeling pretty confident. I think we should do this.
Very cool. Well, the thing is as well, he's your dad, isn't he? So, you know,
exactly.
You can't be that nervous, can you?
I know, I see him every day.
And also, you're a performer. So, like, you've done this sort of thing before, ain't you?
Yeah, all the time.
Very cool. Well, if you need anything, I'll be right up here in my bird box, all right?
All right, Jake. Good to see you.
Awesome. Do you need a drink or anything before we start?
Yeah, maybe I will.
Lovely. Go on, I'll go and grab one for you.
Okay, thank you,
Right, you make yourself comfy, and I'll call you when we're ready.
Cool.
Actually, would you mind? I'm trying to brush off my interviewing skills and I haven't done it in a couple of months. Would you mind if you and I did a little trial podcast before you go in?
Definitely, I'd love to.
Really?
Yeah.
But you're like really cool.
Yeah, well, so are you, Jake.
Oh, I'm going all bashful now. All right, I'll tell you what, I'll go and get it ready because I think that, do you know what? I think Martin takes a really long time to get ready.
Oh,
so
he
this will kill
does.
some time.
Yeah, he does. It will.
Right, let's do it.
Light falling through apartment blinds. Constellations remain untouched in the sky. Maybe love was in the details. There are natural light, no finished exhales. A kind of quiet I mistook before for something worth unraveling. even daisy chains. Strange how the sweetest hands can leave a stain. Was stronger than a daisy chain. Now everybody says the same things differently, different mouth, same chemistry. I can tell before a spark what part of me's enough. But I still lean in like a comfort in the smoke, even when it burns slow, matching silver rings and kitchen smoke. Just to ignore the fumes again, baby. You know I'm always wanting your love. One hit was never going to be enough. I could smile hand in hand, but my heart could poison even daisy chains. Strange how the sweetest hands can leave a stain. Was stronger than a daisy chain. Strange how the sweetest hands can leave a stain. Was stronger than a daisy.
Hello everyone and welcome back. We are here with the amazing Chloe Colton. Is that how you want to be known, or do you want a cool name? Do you want
Yeah, Chloe Colton's good
yeah?
for now.
Is that all right? All right,
Yeah.
fantastic. How did I do with the intro?
You did so good.
Was it all
Jake.
right?
Honestly, yeah, I think, don't tell him, but I think you're better than Martin.
Well, good, because I get really nervous, you know, and it's weird because the podcast has been going for 3 years now.
Yeah, I know, that is a long
Jeez.
time. Shall I tell you what, Jake? Sometimes I get nervous too. When
you
I'm
really?
doing something. Yeah, like before I get on stage, I get nervous sometimes.
Okay, so what do you do?
So, I don't know, it's sort of changed throughout the years because I used to just like, if I would get nervous, I'd just be like really over the top silly instead, and then
Just
turn,
like crazed out, like what?
like yeah, turn all that energy into just silliness.
That makes sense.
But as through doing music and stuff, and as a musician, I just sort of channel that energy through whatever I'm doing on stage.
Got ya.
Because being nervous takes up a lot of energy, doesn't it? Like sometimes I get so nervous that I start shaking or whatever. So sometimes it, like, you can tell a bit on the first song of the set that like I'm a bit nervous. But after that, it's fine because you just got to, if you just throw yourself into whatever you're doing, then I'm sure you'll come out on top and be fine.
Oh, that's lovely advice. Because the thing is, I think it means you care. I think it's good when people
Yeah.
get a little bit nervous. It's that rush of adrenaline. It's because you
Exactly.
care about what you do.
Yeah, I agree completely, Jake. I think that, you know, maybe this, well, obviously, your feeling nervous is going to be different to my feeling nervous.
True.
And I think you should just keep trying and find different ways of how you can. I don't think it's something to combat. I think it's something to channel, like find a way to use that energy in what you're trying to do. So in terms of the podcast, that could really help you, I think.
That's a really cool way of looking at it. It's not something to overcome, but something to kind of embrace, I guess.
Yeah, embrace and sort of like use as a tool, because I just think it's energy, and that's a great thing to have for talking to people, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, I completely agree. So we were saying it's been 3 years. Yeah.
3 years, yeah, that's
So-
quite a long time.
It is. Why has it taken this long to get you in front of the cameras and get you on the I know you've kind of been on, you were on during one of the live sessions, weren't
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
But why has it taken this long to get you to sit down?
Well, I've been quite busy, you know, trying to find myself as an artist. I still quite don't know what that is yet.
True. I mean, do we
But I
ever
didn't
truly
want to.
find ourselves?
Huh?
Do we ever truly find ourselves, or are we constantly learning and
Well,
figuring it out?
exactly, Jake. So I thought, well, it's a good time now to sit down in front of the cameras because I know a little bit, I know enough, and I do have things to say about my music and who I am that I think some people might want to listen to. So
That's so cool. So if you don't mind me asking, how old are you now at this point when we're recording? How old are you?
at this point, I'm 17.
Amazing. So in theory, this is a cool time capsule
Yeah.
because if you're still figuring it out as an artist, you can look back on this time in 10, 20 years and see what your progression through music has been like.
Yeah, exactly, which I think is really cool. And then maybe if like I've got a different viewpoint in something, I can look back at that and have a bit of a laugh and be like, oh no.
Well, the thing is, like, I think we've got to embrace those times. A lot of people talk about not wanting to be on camera because they're embarrassed, but it's a part of our development, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And I think it will be some fun. And I know how much Martin talks about me anyway on the podcast
He does.
episodes. So I thought I might as well come on and show my face and
Set the record straight.
set the record straight. Yeah.
Amazing. So you're 17 now.
Yeah.
If you were to go back to 7-year-old you
Yeah.
and
Let me think of what year I was in
right, okay.
year 7. Hold on. Okay. I think I would have been in year 3.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
cool.
so.
Yep.
If you were to go back to little Chloe,
Yeah.
I mean, was she into music then?
I've always been into music.
Yeah, it's always been in you.
Yeah, it has not in the same way like it's changed over time, but like there's videos of me when I was a baby like wiggling my bum in front of the TV,
Brilliant.
having a little boogie, but I can't really dance, Jake, if I'm honest with you.
That's fine. You don't have to be able to dance well in order to dance.
But, and me and my mum, we used to stay up actually. There's some videos of us like before bed singing songs to each other instead of like how like people would read books. I'd be like, oh, can we sing Frozen or can we sing some like Tangled or something?
That's lovely.
So I have always like, it has always been a big thing, a big part of me.
And like with your parents, like how does your mum feel about your music now? Surely they saw it from a really young age.
Yeah. I think like they definitely saw like when I first started to like play instruments, I think they did see how much I was interested in it and how it sort of had like it became like a staple for me and like something that I wanted to do every day. Like when I was coming home from school, it was like mainly the only thing that I would talk about my day. Anything else wasn't really interesting. So I do think like they saw it coming and they've always been supportive of it. And they always help me out wherever they can, like especially my dad. If there's anything I need, he'll make sure that I have that in order to do what I want to do.
Oh, that's lovely. Well, I'm glad that you're on the podcast finally, properly talking about your story.
And it's nice to properly meet you too, Jake.
Yeah, it's because like you and I have met a little bit before.
Yeah.
It's nice to actually sit down and have a proper chinwag with you,
Yeah, exactly.
So here's the thing. Like I was saying, your 7-year-old self,
Yeah.
if she could see you now, like if she was standing in front of you, if she was standing where that camera is over there,
Yeah.
if you picture her, maybe what she was wearing and what she kind of looked like.
Oh, I can picture it really quite well.
Yeah. Would she be sitting still or would she be running all over the place?
Oh, probably fidgeting, bouncing up and down.
Right.
Yeah.
Good energy.
All of it.
If she was standing where that camera is,
Yeah.
what do you think she'd say about like your cool look and the fact that you've just sung your own original song? But thank you very much for that, by the way. That was very, very cool to watch. What do you think she'd say?
Oh, to be honest, I think she'd be quite like nervous, to be honest, because when I was younger, if I thought someone was really cool, I actually would find it quite hard to talk to them.
So
and I was quite a confident kid.
Yeah.
But I do think I am sort of heading in the direction of like who I wanted to be.
That's amazing.
In myself, so.
That's really cool to be like the person that you think you'd look up to as a kid.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Is there anything that you'd say to her?
Probably tell her to try and keep out of trouble and, maybe not stomp up the stairs so much.
Brilliant. But I mean, isn't that the classic rock star
Yeah.
look?
Yeah, exactly, that is. And I do think that maybe, she should focus better in education.
Do you reckon?
In school, yeah.
Was the thing that a lot of musicians say that, don't they? Their musical ear kind of steered them down that path instead, and their body just knew
Yeah.
that's what
And
they
I do
wanted.
feel like naturally, like I'm not as academic. I like to do things practically, and I've always been that way.
It's really cool. I mean, I'm hearing a lot about schools across the world trying to cater more to
Yeah.
all different types of kids and not just those that are academic. And I think it's probably a really good thing to do.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, yeah. Because I think not everyone's brain functions the same way, and not everyone learns the same way, and not everyone wants to sit and do maths 4 times a week for 100 minutes.
Definitely. I mean, even adults, though, like it's not just kids. We've had a lot of, grown ups on the podcast who have talked about feeling like they do things differently to other people. They learn
Yeah.
differently or they work
And
differently.
I think that just in life in general, we should all be more embracing of that, like of other people's way of doing something. Like if someone's way of doing something isn't your own, like there are some ways that when I play music, I visualize it and I see everything in like shapes and colors, and so can find it quite hard to try and teach someone or talk about like my own songs, because how I've written them is like in shapes, and then those shapes make me think of certain other things that go along with that. But to someone else, that could sound like absolute nonsense.
I mean, that doesn't sound like nonsense to me. I think I've heard of that. I think there's a name for it. It's called something like synesthesia.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's
I think
where-
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
It's where like your brain, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, your brain like translates things differently. So some people see
Yeah.
words or sounds as colours,
Yeah.
or they'll see shapes as you said you do.
Yeah. Exactly like that.
So when you play is it just when you hear music, or is it when you like play your music as
It's
well?
like when I'm learning music, when I'm playing, when I'm writing.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So the song that you played us earlier,
The one
your,
that I
your
wrote.
original one.
Yeah.
First of all, what's that called?
Daisy Chains.
I love it. It works so well. So when you're playing Daisy Chains, what do you see in your mind's eye?
So the chords in itself, there's a lot of like triangles going on there. Now like there's a thing in music called triads. In theory, I'm not a theory nut. I just know what I like the sound of and what sounds good. So, like I said, the way that I convey this is nowhere like it's not related to theory. So, if anyone's watching this that knows a lot about music theory, this is not
Don't
that.
comment.
Don't comment. Don't comment.
It's all right, because I barely know anything about
Okay.
music theory, so anything you say sounds really cool to me.
So when I was writing this song, it was for college, and me and my friend Liv were sat outside practicing our songs, and there was just daisies on the ground, and she was making daisy chains while singing, and then I was playing guitar. And we had another song to write for our project, and I just thought it would be a cool song name. So I had that name sort of in my notes, because I write things down in my notes. And from there, I sort of was like, okay, so what do I want this song to be about? And what kind of vibe do I want it to sound like? And how can it relate to the project? Because obviously it has to fit in with the coursework. But I basically just inspired the sounds off of artists like Deftones and Fiona Apple and early era Katy Perry. Do you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Thinking of You kind of
Yeah.
era, first album.
She had quite a rock feel to
Yeah,
some of
yeah,
her
and
songs,
she was
didn't
she was quite like alternative as well. Like she had her own way of doing things. So kind of took inspiration from those artists for that song. And then when it came to the chords, I was sort of thinking like, okay, so a chain is something that is like locked, then linked and repeating. So that's why you get those two chords in the verses just going back and forth between each other, because it's like the locking of a chain.
That's awesome. I love that.
So it's like when I write songs, I'm not just writing mindlessly, like I'm actually...
I didn't think you were, but it's still cool to hear the process.
Yeah, like, and then so everything like that comes together, and, you know, yeah, like there's just a lot sort of to it, but that's just how my brain works in terms of writing that song.
Well, clearly you're doing something right because it sounded great.
Did you like it, Jake?
Yeah, I'd love to be able to write music.
Oh, of course you can, Jake. Why can't you?
But I don't really know where to start.
You should write a song for the podcast.
I think you're more qualified for that.
Yeah, do you think?
Yeah, well, like, I mean, because I don't really know how to play music. I could probably sing a bit like la.
Yeah, but that is music, Jake.
Right.
Singing is music.
True.
That's all you need. All you need is a good tune, a good
Tell you
melody.
what, if you write a song for the podcast,
Okay.
I'll sing on it with you. I'll do
Okay.
a little doo-wop in the background.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, I'd be up for that.
We had someone on the podcast who was also a musician, who's a friend of ours, and he was talking about the different names that he's got for his guitars.
Yeah.
I wonder, do you have names for your guitars?
I have a name for the guitar that I used today.
Cool.
Gregory.
Gregory?
Yeah, so
Not that I'm judging, but why Gregory?
Gregory. So you know the Greg's logo?
Yeah.
So on stage lighting it looks like a lighter blue.
Right.
But in person, the blue kind of reminds me of the colour of the Greg's logo.
Brilliant.
And I was the pick guard, which is the white bit on the guitar, I was gonna get loads of Greg's logos and put them on the pick guard.
That's fun.
So I was gonna have a Greg's guitar, but I've
That's
just never
great.
got around to doing it.
Oh, you should definitely do that. Yeah, so it was Dan Thomas who was on the podcast. He was a
Oh,
great
I know
musician.
him,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Great guy.
Yeah,
he
he's
played
cool.
one of my favourite songs for me. Lovely, lovely chap. He was talking about also how his guitars have names and kind of personalities.
Yeah.
So when you're picking out a guitar, do you have to see if it matches your energy, or are you just like, oh, I'll pick that one because it's cool?
So with guitars, actually, like they have different pickups and different things on them, which make them sound different through amps. And obviously, you have settings on your amp which can change the sound. But that is a big thing. Like your guitar does matter to what you're playing partially. Like obviously, you can play. It's the same instrument regardless, but the sound is different and the feel is different. So I have a Telecaster which is so heavy and I barely ever play it because it doesn't fit the style completely of what I mainly do, which is rock or pop or thing like that. But it doesn't like match on stage with the band
Right.
either, and it's so heavy. Honestly, Jake, it would crush you.
Oh, no, I can't even think about it. My poor little wings
Like
wouldn't hold
it's
it up.
probably heavier than you.
Oh my goodness
I'd
me.
say.
So
Yeah.
Gregory, what kind of vibe does Gregory have?
Oh, Gregory's just the star of
The
the
star.
show. Gregory's
Would he have blue hair in real life?
oh, I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Gregory would have like a surfer look
Yeah.
fundamentally, like first thing in the morning. And then Gregory is a she, by the way.
Gotcha.
Okay. And then and then she whacks on the eyeliner and she's like super cool.
Oh, I love it.
But it's like contrasting, do you know what I'm
Yeah, I completely get you. No, I like that. I like that vibe as Gregory is like a surfer chick, but with a punk vibe.
Yeah,
Yeah, love it.
for sure.
So, I know that Martin's going to ask you all these questions, so I'm trying to ask questions. I've tried to compile a list of questions that he might not ask you, but forgive him if he asks
If
you
he
the same
does,
question.
he'll never know.
Yeah. We might know at some point.
Okay,
but
I'll
we'll
just pretend like I
we'll
haven't
keep
been
it
asked.
hush hush. So, without wanting to, because I can't see into the future, but let's say we can go 10 years into the future
Yeah.
and you've looked back at this footage. What would you want your future self to remember? What's something that's happening now? Because we can lose parts of ourselves, can't we?
Yeah.
What's some piece of advice you'd give to your future self, who's maybe,
Okay.
you're a big time rock star,
Okay, yeah.
and you've got all the fans screaming your name, and you don't even remember this little tiny theatre in the middle of Harlow.
Yeah. I'd probably say to my future self to remember what is important to you and your morals. Because I think if you have a good heart and you stay true to yourself, then nothing else really matters. And even if things aren't going your way at that point in time, it will always come back around if you just stay true to yourself and you always find your roots.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. I feel a bit. That's lovely. I think that's advice that we could probably all take with us even now.
Well, you know what they say about me, Jake. I have been told I'm quite wise.
Are you a wise person?
Yeah, I've been told that a few times.
You're quite. You were bringing all your wisdom in.
Yeah,
right,
apparently so today. Yeah.
Just one last question I've got for you before we wrap up our little chat.
Yeah.
There's a question that we like to ask on the podcast. You've probably heard of it, and I'm sure Martin will ask you the same.
Okay.
But I'm going to ask you anyway.
Okay, ask away.
How would you make this a better world?
How would I make this a better world?
Yeah. I know, it's a big question and I'm sorry, but...
Some things I can't say while the camera's rolling, but...
Brilliant.
Because it's incriminating.
I mean, you can and we'll edit it out.
I don't trust that.
All right, okay.
We're in the hands of Martin.
Fair enough.
It's cool. But I think what I would change is I would try and make everyone a little less self-absorbed. And that's including myself. Like, I feel like sometimes, like, my head is so wrapped in on what I'm doing and my future and what I want. And I feel like that is the same a lot of the world right now. And I feel like we could all be living a lot better and we could all be getting what we want so much quicker if everyone was helping out a bit more where they can.
That's lovely. Well, thank you so much for chatting to me. It's been great to stretch my interviewer wings again. There's no one I'd rather do it with.
Oh, thanks, Jake.
And if anyone else has been listening or watching, we really hope you enjoyed our conversation as much as I have. And we will see you on the next one.
Right, we'll see you soon.
Yes, I like to do this thing, Chloe, where Martin does a really formal goodbye, but
okay.
I go, bye!
And let me do my formal goodbye.
All right, okay.
I would like to say thank you for listening to this.
Is that your Martin voice?
Yeah,
great,
this
cool.
part of the podcast.
Wait, you've got to sit like him as well. You've got to put one foot on your knee.
What, like this?
Yeah, like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would like to say
do your best Martin impression.
For listening. I would like to say thank you for listening to this part of the podcast. We will see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye. That was pretty good, that was.
Do you think that was good?
Yeah, I think it's almost like you're his daughter.
Oh, I know. Imagine.
Just do like 10 minutes.
10
minutes.
We can do more than 10 minutes.
Okay. Well, we'll see how it goes. That's
but
what.
No longer than 30.
No longer than 30. Okay. All right.
Or
okay.
I will shut it down. I'll be like, time for
You'll wind it down.
Yeah.
Well, Chloe, thank you for joining me on the podcast. Thank you for being here for the anniversary special.
Gracing you with my presence.
Yes, you're spoken of so frequently on the podcast.
I don't know whether highly though.
I don't know either, but
I'm gonna have to go back through the records.
There is a lot there. No one has probably ever been mentioned on a podcast as much as you have.
Yeah, I'll go through and tally up how many.
It's almost like I wonder if anyone is watching or listening to this thinks, is Chloe real?
Maybe I'm not real. Part of your mind. No, I'm real.
You are real, and you're my daughter. I'm very proud of you, and I wanted to see if we can find out anything that I don't know about you today. If there's anything that
maybe too much, maybe let's hold that back a bit.
Why should we? Why do you want to hold that back?
Because I think that like, I just think that it's part of my freedom to be a separate person away from you and Mum.
Okay.
Do you not think?
Yeah, I guess.
Like, I think you know, like, enough about my life.
I think what it is I used to feel the same when I was younger. I used to feel very similar when I was younger. I didn't want my mum and dad knowing anything.
No, I don't think it's that I don't want you knowing anything. It's the fact that, like, I'm at an age where I'm being my own person, trying to find out who I am. I don't really want the opinions of other people when I'm trying to do that on my own. That's what it is. That's all it is.
And that's all I've ever really wanted for you to discover who you are yourself without the judgment of others. So I guess that's what parents naturally bring.
Yeah.
Parents naturally bring
like,
judgment.
You can't help it. Like.
Yeah, because I think my job is to make sure in the best
you're
way
safe.
possible that you're safe.
You're safe. Yeah, I just know what's coming, don't I?
Yeah, I think that's my main job.
Yeah, well, I'm still alive, so you're doing all right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, you're doing all right.
Exactly, I'm doing okay. I feel like I'm doing okay because you're still here today.
Yeah. Um,
So what's happening in your world right now, Chloe? Where are you right now?
not much is happening. I'm like just focusing on my music, really, and work, and not really much else. But that might change in a few months when I turn 18, so
It's a big moment turning 18.
yeah. I
Does
will
it feel
be out a
big?
lot. Not particularly, no.
So
Because I feel like a lot of my friends and a lot of people who I talk to are older, so I just feel like the only difference is that I can go to clubs and raves.
the world will be open to you.
to
All of those things that you've
and I'll be gone.
all of those things that you've been wanting so desperately to do.
Yeah, I can actually do.
You're gonna actually do. What do you think's in store for you then? What do you think those places that have been off limits to you so far?
I don't know.
You know, 3 months from now, you can do anything you like.
Don't even, because I'm gonna come home with new tattoos every month.
Are you?
Yeah.
Every month?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to be covered in them, like head to toe.
What's the appeal?
Edginess.
Okay.
And I feel like as well, like different tattoos have different meanings, and it's just self-expression. You know.
I often wonder, you know that I haven't got tattoos. Your mum has got tattoos.
But that's because you're scared of needles.
It's partly because I'm scared of needles, but it's also because I know that at different phases in my life, I've been different people. I've been
but
so.
they're not things that you've always liked or something that has always spoken to you.
Yeah.
Like you've always liked comics, so why could you not get a
Yeah, and that's
tattoo
why I
to
can. Yeah, true. That's if I thought if I ever
And
do
I
get a
feel
tattoo,
like
it'd be
some
Superman.
tattoos as well are more to do with the symbolism of that.
Mhm.
So if I got a tattoo now, I would make sure it had meaning, so that even like if in 10 years I don't like it, it still upholds its meaning.
Mhm. Yeah, and that's been my worry
So
about tattoos.
like the one that I'm getting on my arm that Mum's got,
Mhm.
if like I'll never look at that and regret that because it's one for her.
Okay.
And then, do you know what I mean?
So
and-
then it becomes about. Yeah, it becomes about. You look at that and you think of mum.
Yeah, exactly. Not just the like the tattoo has to be more than just, oh yeah, that's cute.
Mhm.
Because that's usually the ones that people regret.
I wonder.
Like,
So, with you're obviously really into music. You have been for a very long
Yeah.
time. Do you think songs can be similar in any way? Can they hold on to like a memory or a
yeah, I do
feeling
think
for a
so.
period of time?
Like, I sometimes look back at songs that I first wrote, and I can remember exactly what I felt when I was writing that song and exactly what I wrote it about. Because sometimes I write songs from the perspective of someone else now, but a lot when I was first writing it was just just dramatic versions of things that were happening to me at the time. Because that's in reality how you make a song catchy and interesting. You just make it dramatic and whatever else. But sometimes I do look back and read, and I'm like, oh god.
What can you let me know anything that you've read recently and what you've
Well, I can
you've
show
discovered?
you,
You can
like-
show me. Yeah, I'd love
No,
to.
well, I won't show. I'll have a read.
You'll have a read.
I'll
So did you
just
save
read
it? Do you
you-
save all these on your phone? Do you?
So
Do you keep
yeah,
them in
so
your
I
notes?
actually write all my songs. Like I'll initially if I have a song that I know I've been wanting to write about this topic or about this thing, I'll like mind map it and then get loads of words on a page and just like basically just word vomit. And then I'll like look at that, find some chords, and then sort of piece things together. Like I write songs in a few different ways, but that is one of the ways that I do it. And yeah, like let me just find this thing because I'm losing my train of thought.
I think
So
that
I
is.
keep it all on my notes. Once it's formed a bit more, I put it on
Mhm.
my notes so I don't lose it because you're always going to have that. Okay.
So whenever I'm doing any writing, I try and do
Okay,
that
this
as
is
well.
from. I'm getting like major. Just. Right, okay, hold on. I actually can't. Some of these are so bad they will never see the light of day. But I never delete them because there might be a phrase or a word in them that I can take and put in a new song.
Can you give me an example of your most? Let's start. Let's start
Okay.
easily.
No,
Let's
no,
start
no.
with
I'm
one you
finding one
like.
now. I'm finding one. Okay. One. I'll just read like a little lyric. One. This is from 2023. Maybe I'm not the same as before, but I'm better than you. Now that proper embodies, I think, what I was like in 2023.
2023, so 3 years ago.
Yeah.
What was what feelings were you going through at that time?
Just like a lot of not good feelings, like resentment, hate, just a lot of negative stuff. And then it was becoming like sort of like an ego. Do you remember this one? It's like, I bet she's been everywhere I've been. I bet you've shown her all the things I've seen.
Yes, I do
Do you
remember that one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just so dramatic. Like I was like 14, 13, 14, writing about just nonsense.
And would you
About
say?
heartbreak.
So you went through a lot of heartbreak at that age. You went through a lot of. I think you went through quite a lot of struggles.
Yeah.
Do you think the music helped you in any way?
Definitely, yeah. I do think that without my passion for music, I'd be a very different person. And it is my sole driver. Like, it's the main thing that drives me and gives me motivation for anything, really. And if I don't have motivation, then I find it hard to do anything. But I do think I have a special connection with music that not everyone has. Like, yeah.
Tell me more about that special connection then that not everyone has. What makes you feel that you're getting something different from music and you're
Well,
able
like
to
I would
contribute
say
into a
that I
different
feel
way?
about music how you feel about the podcast. Like you'll say to me sometimes that you say that the podcast is something that you feel like you're meant to do, like even if it's not getting all the views, even if you're not getting all the monies from it, it's just something you feel like you have to do. Like it's the same with music. Like some of the stuff that I write, especially now, like I'm at a stage where I'm writing things and I want it out in the world, even if millions of people aren't listening to it. I want people to listen to it and know that that's what I wrote, and that came from me because I feel like music is like a great communicator, and sometimes I do struggle with my words and how I feel and what I'm thinking. So when I'm putting it through a song, I just feel like it's in a way where anyone can interpret it into whatever they want, because songs mean something else to anyone who listens to it, and that's what I want. Like, I want someone to listen to my song and be like, I can relate to this, even if it's not even what I wrote it about. Like, that's what I want, really.
I wonder. I was watching you busk the other day, and I was sitting in a coffee shop looking out the window, and
Yeah,
and as I was watching you, I watched these two little young girls
yeah,
stop
when
while
they're
you were
dancing,
busking,
yeah.
and they were dancing and they were happy and
They were really cute.
they were holding hands and they just was looking up at you, Chloe, as if you were
But
magic.
I just think that's the joy of music, though. Like, even if that wasn't me singing in that moment, even if it was someone else, they probably still would have done the same. But music fundamentally makes people emotional, whether that's in a good way or a bad way. It can change someone's mood. It can change your day. It can make your day, or it can, like, in some cases, it can make it worse. Like, if, like, you're upset and then you're listening to sad songs, it's like when you're watching a film and the orchestra's in the back and it makes the scene sad. Like, sometimes the scene itself isn't actually that sad. It's the tones in the music that make you start to tear up and cry, and I think that's the beauty in it, and I want to be able to do that.
Well, you do that to people, and
Yeah.
so being
and I'm glad that I have the ability to do that.
being part of the music then in that scenario where you're busking and you've got these young children dancing in front of you, how does that make you feel?
I just find it quite funny to watch and to look at, because Like, just if I can make someone's day a bit more interesting, a bit better, that's good for me, you know.
Mm-hmm. And what about busking as a job, of a way of making money from your art?
Busking is something that I would recommend to like any artist that feels, because some artists, so I would typically describe myself as a frontman, as like a leader. Like, I hands down have no problem in being centre stage, of taking a lead role, of just being like, this is what we're doing, let's do it, kind of thing. But that's not for everyone. So this is why you get like, there's so many different avenues in music. There's like session work and all these other things, and like not actually a lot of it you have to be front and centre. I just like to be. But with busking, I would say, if you're like that, if you feel like you can just get out there and just play and just get on with it, and not overthink it, like really don't overthink busking. Like, that's what I never really go out there with a solid plan of what I'm going to do or what I'm going to sing. I just do it. And then you see like what songs work well for what kind of age groups, what kind of people, because different areas have different age ranges as well, and there's songs that will do better with old people, and there's songs that will do better with like younger people, and it's just knowing your crowd. But I would really recommend it just for the experience of performing, because there are cases when you're performing that nobody is listening to you, and I feel like busking is a great instance because no one's coming to see you play, you just happen to be there. But it is also a great way to earn some funds if you're like, if you need any extra funds. Like, it is a good way, like you do get, if you put in the effort, you get that back.
So I guess it's really important to go into busking having some confidence yourself, and you need to know, you need to have a little bit of a catalogue, I guess.
Yeah,
So
I would
before
say
you go out on the street.
say like an hour and a half worth of songs, and that's not actually that much. I'd say that's like 10 songs.
You need 10 songs.
10 songs
that
could be
you're
tracks,
confident
that
with.
could be playing that you're confident with, and then I would say, yeah.
And then as you go out,
because
then you
sometimes
just
I
go
think
with the
of a
flow of the
song, I
day.
see a song come, like, because I do a bit of both. I do tracks and guitar. Sometimes I'll see a song come up on my recommended for a track, and I'll think, oh, why not? And you just try it and see how that works, whether it sounded good or not, and just see how it goes, because every time is different, and every time different people are there.
So say there was someone listening in and they were thinking, right, okay, this is the first time I'm going to go busking. What's the first thing that they should think of?
I'd say the equipment, because I've been busking for quite a while now, but in little pockets, because the old equipment I used to have, I used to need you and Mum to also come to help lug around the stuff, because it was a big speaker. Then we had the hard case with my electric in, and it was a lot of stuff to lug around. Whereas now there's a small amp that we have, and a guitar, and a mic, like just the fundamentals, and it all works, and it all works well. And obviously your equipment's going to grow over time. You can get different equipment over time. That's kind of the beauty of it, is swapping and changing and seeing what works for you. But I would say equipment is the make it or break it, because if it's not lightweight and easy to get around, then that's going to take away from your time, and as well, it's going to make you not want to do it.
I guess it's going to take away from your energy as well, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
By the time you set up busking, if you haven't got people helping you, you're going to be tired. A lot of
places, if they're, so like Cambridge and Chelmsford is where I go, you have to move every hour. Now in Chelmsford you don't get asked to move every hour, but if you did, you would have to move, because that is part of their rules that they have with busking, is that you have to move, like, I think it's like, it's not that far, it's like 100 feet or something every hour.
You just have to keep moving on and renewing your space.
Like, you could go back and forth between two spaces, but it is basically to make sure that if there's loads of people busking, that they all get fair opportunity of the spaces. That's kind of what it is there for. But if you have really heavy equipment, I suppose it's just that part is going to take away from your time as well.
So what are the most important, you mentioned rules there, that there are some rules in busking. What are the most important fundamental rules that someone needs to consider?
I feel like I'm in an interview right now.
An interview?
Yeah, this sounds like an interview. Like,
oh, wow.
This sounds like an interview that I did it. Like, I don't really
That's
know
the-
the rules.
that's
I
the-
just say
that's-
do your research. That's all I'm going to say is do your research, because what I say is not gospel. So do your research.
That's the first time
Or
anyone's ever said
ChatGPT
that
it,
to me on a
guys.
podcast. No one's ever said they feel like an interview in here. They've said they like it because it doesn't feel like an interview.
No,
fact.
no,
But
it's because I get asked that a lot. Like,
All right, okay. I guess
that's
I'm just...
not a bad thing. That's
No,
not a
I guess I'm
negative
just trying to be considerate of an audience, you know, that
like
someone,
of what they would want to know.
of what
yeah.
what people would
Well,
want to know.
all I'm
yeah.
going to say is, like, the internet's out there. And I'd say, like, obviously, everyone's experiences would be different. So all I'm going to say is just go out and do it. Like, try different equipment, try different things, try different places, different songs. Just experiment. Because at the end of the day, if you mess up and you're on the street, you're on the street. It's fine. Just, you learn. It's the best place to learn.
Nothing bad is going to come from
Nothing
making
bad
a
is gonna
mistake.
when you're busking. No, nothing. Like, maybe if London is a bit different, but you need a license to do London anyway.
So coming away from like interview type
Okay,
questions,
okay.
okay? Because I don't
You
want
don't want to be.
I don't want to be an
No,
interviewer.
come on now.
No, so
You're a
no,
podcaster.
I'm a podcaster. This is a conversation. I'm just, you know,
Sorry, my
I'm,
honesty gets the best of me.
No, it's simple. No, I want honesty here. I want the truth. You know, I'll tell you the truth. That's what I'm seeking in this. I'm just seeking the truth. And so I think there's different types of questions for different types of people.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's a specialist, unique subject.
Yeah.
Is busking, isn't it? It's quite unique. I think you're the first busker I've spoken to. No,
Can
second.
I promote something on this?
Of course you
podcast?
can. At the promoting point, there'll be a special point for promoting.
Is there a promoting?
Yeah,
point?
there's a promoting point
Oh,
of the
okay.
podcast. Yeah, you
Yeah,
have to wait. But
okay.
so we'll put a pin.
Okay, we can.
We'll put a
that.
pin in
Okay.
this podcast isn't for interviews and it isn't for promoting, but we will drop something special in at the end.
Okay, cool.
Okay. But okay, so busking for you, you know, it's a way that you can do what you love and make some money from it, which is
Is
really
a good
difficult.
thing.
That's a really good thing to be able to say that you've got the thing that you love doing, you're making money from it. Not many people get that.
Yeah, and I do think as well, if you can do it, do it.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you're mindful of your surroundings and everything like that, then I'd say do it. Go for it.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any idea how it will help your career as a singer, as a performer, as a front man?
Yeah.
How will it support you in any way, other than the fact that it can make you some money on a weekend?
Well, I do think, like I said just now, like, people aren't coming into town to listen to you specifically sing. People might stop by and enjoy it, but you can't go there expecting that. You are just playing to strangers.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it, like, prepares you well for those situations where, like, obviously I love performing in a band, and that's probably, like, I love just being on stage with multiple people, but in the future there may be times when I'm playing to a room that aren't there to see me, that quite frankly don't really care.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it's good preparation for that, and to not get offended, because some people would, obviously.
Yeah, so I guess in some ways it's like helping you train the performer ego.
Yeah.
It's
exactly.
helping you balance that out in the real world experience with people that you're gonna come across every type of different person out there in the world, aren't you?
Exactly.
Really
And
nice.
so far I found that most people either don't really say anything, or and keep walking, or they're really supportive, which is nice to see. And I always like to see people like lip syncing the songs when they walk past. Like, I always like that. Like, it just makes me a bit happy, you know. Just like, oh, they know the song, they like the song.
So tell me a little bit, Chloe, about the dream for the future.
The dream.
Yeah, we've spoken about this, me and you, haven't
Yeah.
we, of where you'd like to be.
Speak about your dreams as well.
Yeah, of course. So, you know, my dream is doing this, building this podcast, building this talk show,
And I
adding
think
in.
you've done quite well, to be honest, because like you're always going to get feedback, and you've done it for 3 years. You could have easily stopped at year 1. You could have like easily stopped after a few weeks, but you didn't. So respect to that.
Yeah, persistent, if
Yeah,
anything.
if anything,
If
yeah.
any, you know,
I feel like you just don't. You're very hard to take no for an answer. If there's something that you want to, I feel like we're quite similar in that. If there's an idea you get in your head, if there's something that's come to you in a dream, if there's something you feel you need to do, you're gonna find a way
Oh yeah,
to do it.
100%.
I feel like you're good at that.
I'm very good at. I know that's a quality that I've got, and that you've got. I think I've passed on to you as well.
Yeah.
Is I'm good at seeing things through, and I think it's a family quality that we have. That we're persistent.
Yeah.
That even through there are periods where it's really difficult, and I think, can I do this another day? Can I keep pushing? Because 99%.
I think the only thing that matters to the answer to that question in your point of view, I'd say, is when you think, can I still do this? Is it worth it? Is it going to fulfill you? Like, if you carry on, is it going to fulfill you? Not is it going to fulfill anyone else? Not, oh, what will Jake think if the podcast stops? Is it going to make you happy? Is it what you want? If you was to be on your deathbed, would you look back and think, oh, I wish I did this differently? That's the main thing that's going to help you answer your question, because I sit and think all the time, oh, should I quit music? But that wouldn't fulfill me.
Oh, this is absolutely changed my life doing this, Chloe.
So that answers your question then, doesn't it? When
Yeah.
you have those little hard moments, when you have those moments where things are really hard, like, that's why you keep pushing.
You mentioned my deathbed, and I think I am the last 3 years. I am going to look back at those last 3 years much more than any of the stuff that happened in the 40 odd years before that.
Yeah.
Like of course there were things that I'm going to look at. Of
Like
course,
me being born.
you being born. Of course there were moments in my life, but this has absolutely transformed things for me.
Yeah.
I've met so many people and so many wonderful people through doing this podcast. It's made me travel the world, Chloe.
No, it has, that is cool.
Sitting down, having conversations with people has taken me to the Cannes Film Festival twice. Has taken me to the Edinburgh Fringe Festival,
and it's given you the opportunity to talk to all these different people that you never would have even known about if you hadn't have done this. So I think that, in its same respect, is the same with me in music. Like it's the same.
Yeah.
It's just a different principle.
Yeah, I think when it gets hard, I think it's because of the money. Yeah. I think I
feel like that should never be the reason to stop you from doing something.
It's the moments where you go,
creative hobbies are more expensive. Like that is a fact. Like,
or risky, more expensive and risky.
And I find that I'm going to say like more expensive because they're risky. You're sometimes unsure whether you're going to make that back. It's like a bit of a gamble. Mm-hmm. Like when I write a song, if I was to release that, I have no idea how many people or who's going to listen to that. It's a complete gamble. You just got to put it out there and see who it resonates with.
See, there's one thing though that I've never seen as a gamble. I've never seen, and I've learned this from my dad. My dad passed this on to me, that investing in people is never a gamble. And
boy, do you invest in me.
I do, don't I?
You do invest in me.
Like when I invest in you, what does that look like to you then?
Steak. Keeping me
food.
Fed. Yeah, food.
No, more than
when you get my equipment for me, and like when I need something, you help out where you can. Like there have been times where band needs somewhere to practice and you do your best to help find a way to get there and somewhere to go. Because that's a big thing as a musician. Like with my band, I love playing with my band so much. But our biggest struggle is finding somewhere to do it. Because not all of us work, not all of us want to ask our parents for, like, if we split it, it would be like 20 odd quid each if we did like 2-3 hours. Mm-hmm. Because 1 hour often isn't enough if you're learning or if you're trying to write something new. So I feel like not even actually making the product, not even actually going in a recording studio or putting it on Spotify, not even things like that cost the money. Just rehearsing, just trying to get the quality, just trying to get the product.
So that's, that some of the monetary things that I can help you with. But do you understand why I invest in you? Like deep, like let's go deep with this. Do you understand why?
Because I'm great.
Do you really think it is just that? Do you really think it's that?
No, I think it's because you want me to know that like what I do is my choice and that I can do whatever it is I feel like I want to do in life.
Do you think it's got anything to do with the quality of life that I want you to have?
Yeah, I think you just want me to succeed in what I want to succeed in. So, and I do appreciate that because I do know people who have got parents who see music as a waste of time, even though it's their passion, and don't really support them doing it as any sort of career.
I see it for you though as more than a career, more than just a thing to make money. I think you're going to get, like you said, you're going to get more you're going to get similar. From music, from what I get from the podcast. I think the music is going to help you travel the world. I think the music is going to help you connect with people and have a good quality of life. And I think
more than anything, that's what I want to do. I just want to travel and play my music, even if I'm traveling, playing my music to a bar in Germany of people who don't understand what I'm saying or don't even know who I am, then that's fine. Like, just want to see the world and do what I like to do.
So tell me a little bit more about that. I asked you and you threw it back at me about the dream.
Yeah.
So what is the dream then, Chloe?
Well, I did say it was my podcast today, didn't I? The dream is to just travel the world. Like, I really just want to see the whole world. And meet all different kinds of cool people. Release my own songs. I'd like to release like an album eventually. The big dream would be to be like a big artist. That is the big dream. But I used to have a way of thinking where it was like, if I didn't get to that point, then I was not going to live a happy life. And I feel like there are things that I value more than just that. And I feel like I do have the ability to get there if there are like the right stepping stones along the way. And I'm obviously going to try it. But the main thing to me is obviously like travel and leading a good quality of life. So whatever that sort of conveys itself. And I want a Pomeranian, actually.
Sorry, you want a what now?
A Pomeranian.
This is another animal?
Yeah, a little fluffy dog. There's a lady that walks around our block and she's got that little fluffy dog. And I've always wanted one of them. So
you already have a dog. And you
but that's your dog.
Okay, all right, okay.
That's your naughty dog.
But... She's not. No.
She is naughty.
She needs positive affirmation. She's a good girl.
It's not because I tell her to sit. And then she gets up again, and I've not said. And it's because you are not strict with her.
Okay. Well, Chloe, we need more positive affirmation with my dog. Okay.
Okay.
You got to tell her she's good, and she'll do what she's told if you tell her she's good.
And
all
she
right.
jumps and licks you. Yeah.
But you've already got cats.
No, this is in the future. We're talking about my future.
Is this the future past?
Yes.
Past travelling, like this is like because this is what I'm getting to. You can travel with a Pomeranian, can you?
No, oh my god.
Yeah, see, it's going to get in your way.
It's not going to get in my way because I'm not going to be travelling every single day of the year.
So what happens when you go away for 3-4 weeks, 6 weeks, or 6 months?
Then some mum can look after the Pomeranian.
She'd love to. So.
Well, someone definitely would. I definitely have a friend who would love to look after my Pomeranian.
All right, okay. I think we'll put like a little tally on the social. This clip is going on social media. Who's going to look after
Pomeranian?
I think with the amount of travelling,
because I'm going to have cats as well. You know that. Like, I cannot live without cats. But that's the dream. Just
But that is part of the dream. Is the animals are part of the dream? Okay,
Well, yeah, 'cause-
I don't want to discourage you from that, but at the same time, I
and
do
as
want
well,
you
I
to
feel
know.
like you can't talk because you never grew up with animals, and you will never feel the same way that I feel about animals because you didn't grow up with them. So you see them as like as an extra thing that you have to do, as a chore, but they give you have to do these things and do that things. But to me, that's not a chore because I love them. It's like when you feed me, are you like
Yes,
oh,
I think you're a chore.
God.
Yes.
But like you didn't necessarily choose for me to be here,
No, that's true.
right? Whereas when you choose to have a pet, that's an active choice.
Yes, and so that's what
And
I'm
so
getting at.
that's
What I'm getting at. That you
and because
make.
I've grown up with them, I know exactly
That you make
what
a clear
I'm signing up for.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
And I've always wanted a Pomeranian, so I'm getting my little Pomeranian.
Well, just know that I'm not going to be the one looking after it when you go
No,
travelling.
you won't.
I will support.
Who said you're coming travelling with
I
me?
didn't say I'm going travelling with you. I'll still be at home, but
Yeah.
you
Okay.
can find someone else to look after it. You can ask your mum.
If
You can ask anyone in the family. But this is me officially saying
No, that's fine.
I will.
I never asked you to.
Good.
It's fine.
Good.
But Mum may say otherwise.
But animals.
You always say you and Mum are separate, so if Mum wants to look after my Pomeranian, she can.
100%. I agree.
I think Pip would like
Okay.
her.
But that's okay. That
But that is part of the dream, like to travel the world. And, I do love animals, so I will always want at least a cat.
It's good. I'm not going to discourage that dream any further.
No.
As long as you understand.
Of course I understand. Of course I understand.
So, you talked a little bit about the past, and when you were about 13, 14, you were going through hard times. It was a struggle for you.
Yeah.
Take me back to that time a little bit and how things have changed for you now.
Well, I just think there was a lot of, at that time, there was a lot of instability in my life in all sorts of areas, at home, not at home. And, quite frankly, it just all got a bit too much to a point where I just didn't really care about anything anymore. Even music was becoming hard for me and everything like that. So I think, but during this time, I never wanted to stay like that. And I knew that. And I always sort of had this feeling of how can I try and be better? How can I try and move on from this? And it took a long time to sort of figure that out, and a lot of trying different things and different avenues of how to make things better for myself. And, I'd get overwhelmed a lot. Everyone gets overwhelmed every now and then. But, I think now I've come to a point where I create my own stability and don't rely on anyone else for that. So I know what kind of things I need to be okay, and what I need to be happy and feel good in myself. And I feel like finding those things and knowing those things for myself has helped also me become more free and creative in my music, and given me a lot more freedom in life as well. Everything like that. But I just think it's important to know your own boundaries and to know what it is that kind of triggers you and what kind of things you need. You need to be okay and give yourself self-love every now and then, because self-love is really important. And everyone talks about self-love, I guess, and how can you love someone else if you can't love yourself? But it is true. It is very true. And I feel like you have to do the work on yourself for it to pay off, because it does. And I feel like, I was looking at every aspect of my life this time last year, and sort of thinking I was leaving secondary school, and I was like, okay, now's the time to think every aspect of my life, how can it be better? What small things can I do start now to try and be better? And it's not immediate. Nothing is ever changes straight away. But, you know, I'm 17. I'm not 40.
No.
I'm finding my own way.
And it's an amazing thing at 17 that you're aware of that. I definitely wasn't aware of that kind of thing that you were talking about there, boundaries and, you know, that thing about looking after yourself. I definitely wasn't aware of that until I was in my 30s.
Yeah.
So to find that at your age, and you're still a teenager, you're moving into adulthood being aware of this.
Yeah.
So what, you know, I think for me, I know what the wake up was for me, but I wonder what it was for you.
The wake up.
Yeah, the moment where you realised that, it sounds to me like you have realised you have control over your life.
Well, I don't think there ever was a set wake up, because I always think like there's always going to be that negative voice in the back of your head. And I've always had that sort of like, you know, typical like bad side and good side, right? Everyone sort of does. It's like part of your conscious. And I never thought there was a set wake up, because like I said, like I always had this sort of thing of like, this is not how I want to be forever. This is not who I want to be forever. Like, it's not the kind of person that I want to grow up to be. So it wasn't a set wake up call. It's more of like finding the determination to actually go and do and actively do the things to make your life better. Because it is hard to look at your life and be like, okay, well, maybe this shouldn't be happening. Maybe this person isn't very good for me. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this, that, the other, going here, going there. Maybe these kind of things don't fit into my lifestyle, and maybe these things do. But it's just actively, there's a difference between thinking about it and actually doing it. And I think that can apply for anything, anyone doing anything. Or if you want to do something, actually go and do it. Like, even if you do one small thing as a step to doing that big thing, just do it. Because those are the small things that add up over time and then change into a bigger thing.
Yeah, it's got a name doing that. It's called atomic habits.
Yeah.
Like micro changes every day.
Yeah, micro,
I
small things.
For a long time, I used to think, oh, I just want to try 1% better every time, just 1%. And in fact, that's what I've been doing with this podcast as well. When it started out, and it's changed throughout this time. It's always just 1% better on what I'm doing.
Just a small thing, yeah.
Just a small micro change, and it snowballs as well.
Exactly.
And I like that thing you said about when you're talking to yourself and you're asking yourself questions. They use that word maybe.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a definitive. It doesn't have to be
and
yes,
there's no harm in trying different things. Like, it's your life. It's my life. Like, if I want to try different things and different sort of routines, or even different styles of music, because I've got some songs that I've written that are completely different to other songs that I've written before. But it's up to me as an artist to decide that, and it's up to me as a person to decide what kind of life I should be living. Like, it's not up to anyone else.
So I like to do something on this podcast every now and then, Chloe. I like to go time traveling.
Oh,
so this is like...
Do you know what? I think Jake did a bit of this.
Did you go time traveling with Jake?
Jake asked me...
Where did you go with Jake?
Well, if I was 7 years old, something like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let's not go there then.
Okay.
But let's actually go in a time machine.
Okay.
This is actually a time machine
Okay,
right now.
yeah.
Like, we can dial. This is what this thing is in
Okay,
the middle
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Don't actually press the
Oh,
button.
no, I
so
won't,
just
but,
pretend
like,
like. And where would we go to?
Future, past.
But it's a time machine, Chloe. You can go wherever you like.
Could we go to Michael Jackson concert?
Yeah,
Or like David Bowie?
we can go wherever you like.
That's where I'd like to
You'd
go.
like to go to? Who are you going to choose?
David
What
Bowie.
concert are you going to choose?
David
The David Bowie concert.
Yeah.
Any particular era?
I'd say like 80s.
Because there's only enough energy in this
80s
to
Bowie,
go
80s
to
Bowie.
an 80s Bowie concert.
Yeah, that was a good era.
That's where you'd like to see. What
Yeah.
you'd like to see.
Yeah.
And is there anywhere within your life
My life,
that you'd like to go back to?
not particularly.
No?
Because I was so young. Like, I'm still young, obviously, in some people's eyes, and that's okay.
Mhm.
Like, I'm probably going to look at this in 10 years and be like, God, I was young.
Yeah.
Like, what was I saying? Kind of thing.
Well,
But I don't really think I'd like to go back because I think everything happens for a reason.
Mhm.
And I think everything that has happened was meant to happen. I feel content with that.
So one last place to die. We only get to go 3 places. We can go to the future now.
Yeah?
Would you like to see the future? Would you like to know something about
I'd
yourself?
rather leave it as a surprise.
And so you mentioned about in 10 years from now,
Yeah.
you may be watching this back.
Maybe.
And you may have forgotten all about this
All about it.
conversation.
Been like, oh, I remember when my dad dragged me to do this.
And he said, I have to
podcast,"
do a podcast.
And he said, I have to do it.
So what would you say to that version of yourself 10 years from now? What message would you like to leave?
Probably that, hope everything's going well and that you've got that Pomeranian. But if you're not where you thought you'd be, that's okay. That's what I've got to say to you.
Wonderful.
Do you think?
That's nice.
Yeah?
That's a beautiful little message.
Don't know what else I'd say to my older self, really, because I don't know who that's going to be yet.
No,
I
that's
change
right.
every 2 months as it is.
Yeah.
Like,
You do change as you go
you
through
change
life.
as you grow.
And you're supposed to. That's one thing that I wasn't always aware of, is that, and I think there are many people that aren't aware of that you are supposed to change. I think that's kind of like the point
Yeah.
of this
And
life.
obviously experiences change you as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
This has been wonderful, Chloe.
It's been really good.
Thank you so much for sharing.
You're welcome.
I have to take the opportunity to tell you how proud I am of you. And I'll try and say that without crying. And thank you for being part of this. Thank you for being part of this 3-year anniversary episode. And one last thing.
Uh-huh.
I'm about to go to the Fringe. I'm about to leave you for the longest period of my life that I haven't seen you. And that's going to be a struggle for me. How is it going to be for you?
It's going to be great. I'm probably not even going to realise.
No, true.
This is the thing. Like, time moves differently for me. And, like, I have a lot of things that I'm doing right now that will make...
You got a busy life.
I've got a busy life.
Yeah. And I'm very inconsequential to that life, aren't I?
Yeah.
And I should just get used to it.
Yeah. No, you have a busy life as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think it will go quick for you because you like going to Edinburgh.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's, like, in my opinion, your favourite part of the year because that's what you talk about for the rest of the year when you're not there. So, you clearly like it. But, yeah, I feel like I have some things that I'll be doing whilst you're away.
Have you got any advice for me as I move forward?
Just be yourself. Like, honestly, like, if someone comes up to you and they've got something to say, just be yourself. Like, you can never do any wrong if you're yourself. And don't let anyone negative pull you down. Because you're your own thing. Yeah?
Wonderful.
Good
I will.
advice?
Yeah, I'll listen to it, Chloe.
Yeah, okay.
I'll remember that.
You can listen back to this podcast and be like, oh, that's my amazing, wonderful daughter who I love buying steak.
And I will buy you steak before I leave.
Yeah, you actually have to because
Actually.
I'm actually itching for a steak. So bad.
Thank you so much for sharing, Chloe. Love you.
You're welcome. Love you. Is this the end of the podcast?
I think so.
Do you think?
Yeah, unless you've got anything else you want to add.
Yeah.
Oh, you wanted a plug.
I wanted a
You
plug.
wanted to do a plug, and I said
Okay, so-
we're taking that pin out, and here it is.
Okay, here it is. So, very exciting. This is the first time this being officially announced. People know about this, but, promotional things are in the works. I'm actually making a music video right now. The first scene of it has actually been filmed, which is very exciting stuff. Never done a music video before. It might end up to not be all that good, but that's the point of trying and figuring out and seeing where we go, right? So, yeah, I've got this song. You said I can't name drop. Can I name drop if it's to do with the
You
artistry?
can no. So
Like if it's credits.
we can we can talk about people in a good way.
Okay,
When I said that,
right,
we
okay.
don't talk about people in a negative way.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so this guy I know called Dale, he's really helped me in the process of producing my own song, and it's gonna be out in the end part of this year. Don't have a set date. Hopefully somewhere around Halloween if the video is ready by then. But the song is gonna be released this year at some point. It's being mixed currently, which is very exciting. He's so great, like literally brought my vision of what I wanted this song to be to life. And so now hopefully the music video is gonna be able to just make it even better. But that is hopefully what I'll be doing whilst you're away in Edinburgh.
Good.
So cool stuff. So keep an eye out on that for when it's out. And if you like rock music, give it a stream.
And where do people find you?
Currently, mainly on Instagram is where I post any of my music stuff, anything to do with that, at chloecolton.official.
And there you go.
And TikTok will be in the works soon, but that's specifically for when everything's ready, I'll start releasing things.
There you go. It's official. Chloe is real.
I'm real.
The one
Doing
that's
real
been
world stuff.
the one that's been spoken of so frequently.
Yep.
Is here. It's been proven.
Yes.
Well, thank you for joining me, Chloe. And if anyone has been watching or listening to this conversation, we appreciate you for joining us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right, are we going to say bye?
Yeah, that's it. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Listen next time.
And listen next time. Yeah. Okay. When Rosie was on it, she was like, "Oh, and like and subscribe."
Yeah, and tune in for more.
Tune in for more.
Tune in for more is a good one. That is the kind of stuff you should be saying.
Well,
to like and subscribe.
Yes and no.
Because it reminds people.
No, I think at this point everyone knows that if you want more of it, that's how you get it.
Like, can we?
Yeah, we are kind of done.
Wrap this up.
This is like
I'm hungry.
Yeah, this is like the wrap up conversation.
I'm so hungry. Oh.
Let's go. All right. Well done, Chloe. Thank you. Bye bye.
It's fine. It's cool. You can say that we're nothing, but you know the truth. I guess I'm the fool with her arms are like an angel through the chorus on the roof. Think I'm gonna call it off, even if you call it love. I just wanna love someone who calls me baby. You can kiss 100 boys in bars, shoot another shot, try to stop the feeling. You can say it's just the way you are, make a new excuse, try to stop the feeling. Good luck, babe. Good luck, babe. You'd have to stop the world just to stop the feeling. Good luck, babe. Good luck, babe. You'd have to stop the world just to stop the feeling. Cliche. Who cares? It's a sexually explicit kind of love affair, and I cry. It's not fair. I just need a little loving. I just need a little air. Think I'm gonna call it off, even if you call it love. I just wanna love someone who calls me baby. You can kiss 100 boys in bars, shoot another shot, try to stop the feeling. You can say it's just the way you are, make a new excuse, not a stupid reason. Good luck, babe. Good luck, babe. You'd have to stop the world just to stop the feeling. Good luck, babe. Good luck, babe. You'd have to stop the world just to stop the feeling. about me, all of those years ago. You're standing face to face with I told you so. You know I hate to say it, I told you so. You know I hate to say, but I told you so. You can kiss 100 boys in bars, shoot another shot, try to stop the feeling. You can say it's just the way you are, make a new excuse, not a stupid reason. Good luck, babe, good luck, babe. You'd have to stop the world just to stop the feeling. Good luck, babe, good luck, babe. You'd have to stop the world just to stop the feeling. You can kiss 100 boys in bars, shoot another shot, try and stop the feeling. You can say it's just the way you are, make a new excuse, not a stupid reason. Good luck, babe, good luck, babe. You'll have to stop the world just to stop the feeling. Good luck, babe, well, good luck, babe. You'd have to stop the world just to stop the feeling. Have to stop the world just to stop the feeling. Have to stop the world just to stop the feeling.